Alright guys, Hakeem here on this Sunday morning. Going to try out some more Warp World shenanigans. Here we're looking at 2 castable Ethereum Sculptors and a Dark Steel Ingot. So we're going to have one of all of our colors once we get this into play. I like the fact that we can accelerate into it. We don't have any red or black, in terms of basics, but I think we should be fine with this hand. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, I do need triple red for Warp World, but see what comes off the top. We picked up Warp World right off the top, so we don't need to tutor it. We don't need to hard cast this demon. But we do need to find a few red sources. Excuse me. So our opponent, Wilson0000, is playing a 60-card deck. Starts with a Naya Triland. What is it? Jungle Shrine. And let's see if he decides to put a second land in play. I'm just going to play a Sculptor. He plays a Forest. Let's see if he has a play. He doesn't so far. Could be a Naya token deck. There could be a Raise the Alarm in our future. So we've got a Courier's Capsule. That's it's going to be good to get us some card draw, and we will get a discount on it because of the Ethereum Sculptor. Won't get a discount on cracking it, activating the... Oh my god, it's Sunday morning. Activating the ability, okay, still only costs 2 mana, because it's not, we're not casting a spell there. So we'll see when it gets back to us what we draw and how I best want to use all this mana to do as much as I can next turn. So here comes a Woolly Thoctar. That's a big dude. I'd like to pick up an Arrest and just slap that on that right away, because we're dead in a few smacks to that thing. There is another Dark Steel Ingot, so we've now got 2 red sources. So, if I Sculptor, I'll have... Yeah, so let's Sculptor. So now we can cast an Ingot for 1 mana. Then we can cast an Ingot for 1 mana. And then we can get the capsule into play. I still have 1 mana left over. It's a shame we can't crack it this turn. But we're going to go ahead and take a smack from that thing. So now with 2 ingots in play, like I said, we have 2 black sources. We have 2 red sources. If I top deck a basic land, I'll just slam Runescarred Demon. And probably go get a mountain. And just start warping. But we'll see. It was a nice, it's a nice explosive start there with the Ethereum Sculptors. Kind of anxious to see what comes off the top here. Now I still don't know what to do with this deck and how to play it. It's only my 2nd game. First one last night we managed to win. I made a bunch of misplays. Hopefully don't repeat that here today. So he's going to cultivate. That's going to get him a couple of additional permanents. But if he starts flipping them after I cast Warp World, it's not going to be quite as good for him. So let's see what here. Thinking it's going to have to be... Oh, we're not in Runescarred Demon mana. We're not at Runescarred Demon mana yet. For some reason I thought we were going to have 7, but this is not an artifact. That's why I was thinking that. So let's just crack the capsule and stand back here. How many permanents do I have? I have 9, and he has 6, presumably 7. It's a Stormbreath Dragon. I should have cracked this last turn to see if I could pick up an Arrest, but let's just crack it right now. See what we get. We don't have any instants or anything like that. It's a Sculptor and another capsule. Not the greatest, but I'm going to take the hit. I'm going to take the hit. I really need to get that Runescarred Demon into play. There's 25 land in here, and I just drew 2 non-lands. Hopefully there's one on top. We will see. I think maybe I should have blocked there. I don't know. There is a Meteorite. There is a Meteorite, so let's... Oh, yeah, we're dead to the monstrosity if he has a land. Hopefully he doesn't have a land. So let's do that. That's Meteorite for 2. Let's just send it at his face. Whoops. Players. Wilson. Cast the capsule. Now let's crack it. Oh, Guard Gamazo and Arrest. 2 cards we could really, really use right now. So hopefully we're not just dead to the monstrosity. Hopefully he does not have the 7th land. No 7th land. Come on, we can block the Thoctar, take 4, go to 2. Well, then we're dead to shock, but we'll see. See if we can get there. Totally fucked up that last turn. Or the turn before, I'm sorry. I should have chump blocked the Woolly Thoctar. Although, with this many cards in hand, well, I wouldn't have cracked the capsule, but I think we might have still been dead to Stormbreath. I'd be at 11. He'd hit for 7. No, we'd probably be on 2. We'd still be dead to shock. He's going to Visionary here, but that means he's not going to be activating Monstrosity. So we might have dodged a bullet here. Yeah, I really need to get some solid practice in with this. We've got 7 mana. He's going to play an Attended Knight. That's going to increase his permanent count, so that really fucking sucks. 16 cards deep and only found 4 basic lands is a bit troublesome. So yeah, here he comes. We got a chump block. Unfortunately. Basic land off the top, and I'm just going to warp for the lows. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's do it, folks. Let's see what flips up. Okay. Runescar Demon, Warden of the Eye. And some lands. Let's take a look at our opponent's board. Inferno Titan, Arbor Colossus, Balaka Worm. Yowzers. Well, we're just dead to the Titan, aren't we? So Warden of the Eye is going to go get this. And we've got another Warden to get a capsule. Meteorite, we've got 1, so let's pick off a Wild Nakatl. But we're dead to Inferno Titan. Yeah, dead to the Titan trigger. So I definitely misplayed that. I'm going to try and find another one. Yeah, see if we can't fix that a little bit. He had a strong start, but I think I could have been at a healthier life total there. Anyway, that's all you can do. We got to, we did get to warp. So I mean, I got to 3 red sources and double black without ever needing to draw a swamp or a mountain. We did have an explosive start. Could have used a Gamazo or an Arrest a lot earlier than I found one, but I still think it's okay. If I had played that hand better, I probably could have done better with it. So let's try and find another game, and we'll see you in a couple seconds. Alright, we're on to my 3rd game with the deck now after that loss we just had. Here we've got some good mana, we've got a Sphere, we've got an early game removal spell, and we've got some ramps. So this hand is basically all about the land. I'm not really sure how to mulligan with this yet. Being my 3rd game and all, but this looks decent enough. It looks serviceable, We'll see how it does playing against Geezer Ace, the beginner, starting with 90 cards, and a swamp. We picked up a swamp, so we've got all 4 colors now. We're just going to get the blue into play. And let's see what type of deck he's playing, if he's playing just all black, or if he's got some more colors in there. 90 cards, it's kind of hard to, like I always say, put him on a coherent strategy, but there's a Killing Fiend incoming. So we may take a half-decent smack from that next turn, but, that's got Arrest written all over it. So we've picked up another Arrest, so for now, let's just get our Armillary Sphere into play. We won't be able to crack that for a long time, but we've got plenty of land drops here, so I don't think we're going to need to anytime soon. We may not even crack it depending on how the draws go. We might just keep it in play as a permanent for Warp World later on. He's going to swing for 1. See if he wants to shock the face or do something like that. So we're just taking 1, so I think we dodged a little bit of a bullet there. And no subsequent play, so again, dodging a bullet. So let's get the white mana in play, and let's just lock that thing down before it gets out of hand. And then cast a Cartographer next turn and skip up to 5 mana. Hopefully draw Captain of the Watch and start casting her because she's pretty sweet. And our opponent has no play, so I mean that's that's good. I'll take that all day long. Managed to hit all 4 colors, so let's Cartographer out a Plains here. Yes. Okay, there we go. Now we're up to 5 mana, so we've got a lot of good stuff that we can go and do here. I'm kind of annoyed that I drew that swamp because now I can't go fetch one. But I've only got 1 in the deck. That's really the big problem. I can never fetch the second one through Sphere. He's going to deadweight the Cartographer. That's fine. Not too worried about that. It's also not an instant or sorcery for his Killing Fiend, so there's a little bit of a non-bow there. We've got more blue. But we're just going to ramp out another Plains and just thin the deck out. I think I will crack that Armillary Sphere now. Because we do need a 3rd red, and also we're going to sacrifice 1 permanent, pick up 2 lands. It'll eventually become 2. And it'll be in the graveyard for Warden of the Eye, so let's do that. We're on 7 mana now. We've got the 8th in hand. Probably should have played the Mountain that turn, in case I pick up a Warp World. Won't be able to cast it this turn. He's going to Mind Rot. So let's crack for 2 lands in response. And just go get 2 mountains. And we will throw one of them away, along with an arrest. So hopefully we don't get hit with another one of those. I really need the third red source. There is a Captain of the Watch. Okay, so that's good. We're going to cast her. We're going to cast her for sure. Have I not been attacking this whole time with that core cartographer? Have I just been focused on my hand and all that sort of stuff? I think I have. Just not been paying attention to the combat step. That's stupid. You know, I got to get my head in the game in this deck and start playing all phases of the game. I mean, we still got to win through combat damage. He's flashing. He's pretty happy there. Or he's saying, like, you know, he's got an anger of the gods. Maybe that's what he's telling me, that he's just going to exile all this shit. I hope he doesn't. Really hope he doesn't exile at all. You know, if he plays another threat, we got this. If he mind rots, then we miss that red source, and I'm going to be sad. Bolt to Keranos, so he's going to take out the captain, so we're down to 3 1/1 tokens here. But, you know, they can still attack, and his creature is arrested. So, we got to find one of those 2 Warp Worlds. Runescar Demon isn't going to do it since we haven't got another black source. Really like to just start drawing Courier's Capsules here right now. We've got a Meteorite, but I'm not going to cast that until he plays a target for it that I can use, you know, point the removal at it. So for now, let's just swing for 5. It's amazing that he hasn't had another creature. Yeah. So we've got Arrest if he has a big one, and we've got Meteorite if he puts down a small one. And this is our second black source, by the way. Maybe I should have played it. Honestly, just aimed it at the face in case it top deck Runescarred. I could have played it. I got to remember that this is a mana source. There's an Accursed Spirit. That's a 3/2 Intimidate, but I've got the Meteorite for that. So there is that. Let's just get permanents into play, and let's kill that Accursed Spirit here. Got lots of mana. Lots of mana going on. Let's kill that thing. And again, we've got removal for his next threat. Man, he really likes flashing that timer. I don't know what that's intended to mean. But anyway, he's down to 8. I think he'd be, you know, much closer to dead if I'd actually been attacking with that cartographer. Not exactly sure how many combat steps I missed with it. You know, I'm thinking back, maybe it's 2, possibly even 3 combat steps I missed with that fucking thing. So, yeah. So Warp World is essentially a 4 of in this deck because we have the 2 Runescar Demons. I haven't had any trouble getting the double black so far in the 3 games that I've played because, you know, we do have the 6 ingot effects, the 3 meteorites, 3 ingots themselves. Now he's playing a first striking thing with an aura on it. We'll just arrest that. Haven't seen Gamazo at all in these 3 games, except, you know, in the last game when I was basically near death. So let's just arrest that. And I think we would have won the game at this point. Yes, we know. You can flash the X button a whole bunch of times. Let's get in for 5. You know, I mean, I understand doing it once at the end of the game or something, like, you know, good game or it's over. But every single turn, I don't know. I'm top decking well, I guess. Well, no, not really, because I had that arrest in my hand for a long time. So no, I've just been top decking land. How much do I have in play? 5, 8, 11, plus 12 if you count the meteorite as a mana. It's not a land, but it's a mana source. So we can produce 12 mana, although we're, like I said, we are top decking. Our opponent's on 3 life. He's going to have some type of big answer. It is a Pitchburn Devils, I think, is a 3/3 that deals 3 damage to target creature or player, but he can only block one of my critters. So yeah, just kill him with Captain of the Watch tokens. If he blocks the 2/2, and then he does. Okay, so that's a strange way to get a win here, but you know, Captain of the Watch is powerful. And arrest is decent removal, just to lock down your opponent's board while you sit there. And I mean, meteorites removal too. Okay, interesting game, fairly quick. It's like I said, it's Sunday morning, so I've got a little bit of time here. The kids are just watching TV. They're going to get a bath soon. I've got some time to myself. I'm going to go and try and find a third game for today, 4th overall, and just try to get some more practice in with this thing. All right, we'll see you in a couple seconds. Alright guys, managed to find a 3rd game. We found Wilson Quad Zero again. You know, he's playing 60 cards, probably going to be playing that same 9 deck. We've got good mana here and a cartographer on the draw, and we haven't got anything on the go on the board until a 4 drop, so not the greatest, especially, you know, if we're playing against Wild Nycoddles and the like. There's the Jungle Shrine. He's mulliganed to 6 though, so hopefully we can pick up some arrests or guard Gamazos. There's an early arrest, but we need to cast the Ingot on the 3rd turn in order to be able to have access to white mana. So we can arrest on the 4th turn. you know, if he gets an early Woolly Thoktar into play again. Let's see if there's a Visionary or a Nakatl or Wayfinder in our future. There's a Visionary right there. Alright, so he's going to draw a card, and we are just going to go to 2 mana. Hopefully pick up a Courier's Capsule just to get, you know, do something with our 2 mana. There is a Runescarred Demon. We do have the Swamp in our hand and the Darksteel Ingot, so we just got to get to 7. We get the 3 red mana that we need, 2 mountains and an ingot. And so with the ramp from the Cartographer and the ingot, we should be able to cast this on the 5th turn. Can we do that? 3, 4, can we go 3, 4, 5 like that? Let's see. He's going to play out a Woolly fucking Thoktar. Ugh. But that's it, that's it. There's a Courier's Capsule, so we are just going to drop the Darksteel Ingot here. Now we have access to all of our colors. We're going to take quite the smack. Yeah, we're going to take a big hit here. But we can. Cartographer will have 4 land. That'll bring us up to 5. And the next turn we can play. We do have the other land drop in our hand to hit the turn 5 Runescarred Demon. Don't know if Warp World is what we want to get or not. Might just get a second Demon. Let's see. He's got Trip Visionaries here. And the 5/4. So at least we're going to get a core Cartographer in play that can start picking off those things. I may arrest the Thoktar. No, I need to ramp into Runescarred Demon, but if he's got Ground Assault, well, he's going to need to get to 6 lands, and he did mulligan to 6. We picked up another arrest here. Do I arrest? Do I arrest and play a Courier's Capsule? I don't know if this is right or not. If I should just put the Cartographer in play and try to get the Runescarred Demon out next turn, but I don't want that to just die to a Ground Assault while I die. You know, I mean, if I let him get another swing with that Thoktar there, could be bad. So hopefully he doesn't get up to 6 mana. We can cast his Runescarred outside the range of Ground Assault, but we'll see. He's up to 5 mana now. We've got the Capsule on board. I think next turn I can cast the Cartographer to start blocking those 1/1s and crack the Capsule for a pair of cards. So let's see. Here comes another Woolly Thoktar. Oh man, they're sticking to him like glue. We're going to have to arrest that Meteorite. Alright, what's the play here? How much mana do we have? We have 6 mana. 6 mana. Meteorite's 5 of it. It doesn't do a whole lot. Arrest. Crack Capsule. That's what it's going to have to be. Okay, so let's arrest that. And let's let him swing for 3 more. And hopefully we don't see Inferno Titan or something like that come down here on 6 mana if he gets to 6 mana. Okay, I think you know, there's a lot of people talking about this deck. I really think 4 copies of Arrest is necessary. You need to have some early game interaction. It's a 3 mana spell. So with 4 copies of Arrest and 3 copies of Garrett Gamazo, you got 7 cards on the 3rd turn that can stem the bleeding. Because this deck, you know, doesn't do a whole lot on the board. It just puts out a ton of mana. So I really think that those 7 cards are critical. Here comes another Stormbreath Dragon. Oh my god. So we're just dead now. I mean, we're just dead to Stormbreath. Yeah, there's a couple of lands. How much mana do we have? 6? I mean, I can play the Runescarred Demon to block it, but we're going down to 3. And that means that I'm just dead to those Visionaries. Fucking Jesus. Yeah, so we're dead. We're just dead. Oh well. You know, against a Naya deck with a draw like that and multiple you know, we've seen Thoktars and Stormbreath Dragons. I mean, this deck can't compete with that. So let's go get a Warp World. But, you know, we're dead. Just going to extend the episode length here. There it is, yeah, and 3 Visionaries are just going to kill us because we cannot block everything. So that's unfortunate. I mean, he probably has a Ground Assault here and another land to just pop my Runescarred Demon just to end the episode in dramatic fashion. But all he needs to do is attack with all to win the game. That's all he needs to do. Yeah. Oh my. I thought we were going to get there, but Stormbreath Dragon just... Stormbreath Dragon was busted. In both games, Stormbreath just fucking killed us. So, yeah. Nothing we can do there. Shit. Oh, I'm really pissed off that Stormbreath came down. Really pissed off about that. But that's all you can do. I mean, you know, it's a powerful card. You know, it's certainly a very powerful card. I thought we were going to get there. Really did. Maybe taking a turn off earlier there to play the arrest on the Thoktar, but it was the wrong call. But I think playing the capsule was right there and arresting the Thoktar and not going for the turn 5 Runescarred Demon. But in hindsight, he didn't have the ground assault, so or at least he didn't show it. And he didn't show me 6 mana either, so I don't know, it's hard to say if I could have got there or not. Either way, let's try and get one more.